Hi, this is Cindy at Stamps, Paper, and Ink. I'm glad you could come by today to find out how I made my spooky Lumiere box out of the Framelits dies, the Windowbox Collection Framelits dies from Stampin' Up. And as you can see, these come in varying shapes and sizes, so once you've learned this box, can vary the shape and size and make them bigger or smaller, however you'd like. They're also wonderful to use just as framelits, but this is something I came up with. I realized that the framelits have a square in the middle, and that makes these nice little tabs that make making a box very, very easy. So in my case, it's a Lumiere. I'd love to show you how easy it is. You're going to begin by running through your big shot and coming out with 4 dies, all the same shape. Next thing you want to do is you want to take your die and you're going to line it up, and you're going to score from this point of the square to that point of the square. And you're going to do that on the left side, the right side, and across the bottom. You're leaving this arch at the top because that's the decorative part of your box. The next thing you're going to do is score those on 3 sides. Again, the left, the side, the right side, and the bottom. After you've scored them, you'll fold them in tight and burnish those folds on each of them. The last thing you'll do to prepare your box is you're going to put 2 together. You're going to make sure that you have the tops matching. And what you need to do is just trim a little of the excess of that arch on the sides off. You need it for the bottom of the box, but on the sides a little excess might get inside your window and show. So I just want you to trim it like that. So it's about 1/4 inch, and you can still get sticky strip on it, but you want to just trim the very smallest part of the circles off. And you can put 2 together, that makes them have the same kind of line. And basically, again, I'll show you. This is your score line, and this is going to be your snip line. So that's the pretty easiest part of the box that you need to think of. Next, you need to think about your window. I decided for my box that I wanted to use this cute little spider from the Mixed Medley stamp set for my window. The stamp set is right here. And you need something smaller than really 2.5 inches, because this box is barely 3 inches across. It's pretty small. So I chose the spider, and I decided to use the spider. And I embossed my spider on cardstock vellum and stamped it and embossed it in black. Now what you need to do is first cut the window in your box. And this is how I did that. I made a piece of cardstock the same measurement of the box. It's 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. And then I lined it up in the middle here, drew lines from corner to corner, and cut out and punched out my circle. Now my window is a 1 3/8 inch circle. I held the template over and used the 1 3/8 inch punch, or you can use a little dotto to hold it down. I'm going to just slide it in there, and you can see that I can see the paper, and when I line it so that I don't see the paper anywhere, I should be right. I punch it out, and that's just a handy way to make sure that you're really punching in the center of your piece. So you will punch all 4 of them out. And you will notice that when I made my vellum spider, I punched it out with a larger punch. I'm looking for it. It's here somewhere. There it is. And I used the larger 1 3/4 inch punch to punch that out, and that makes sure that it's going to be hidden behind the window. And you just adhere then your pieces inside with a little bit of snail or whatever you use, glue, but you just want to put a tiny bit at the top and the bottom to keep that centered. After you have your sides ready, all 4 sides are prepared, you're going to line them up across your space, and you're going to make sure the tops are lined up, and you're going to put them there left to right, and I'll pick 2 that have the sides done already, but they don't have the window done. Just imagine that they do. And you're going to take sticky strip and you're going to put a piece of sticky strip along the left side of each of those window box frames. I'll just show you a couple, and then I know you'll get the idea for how to do the rest. This one's too small, but oh well. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to have the sticky strip on the left, you're going to have your box on the right, and I want to show you something. It isn't going to adhere these two little parts. This box has a little bit of a loose tab at the top and bottom. That's okay. I mean, you can notice it on my Lumiere, especially when it's done with paper and not cardstock, but it doesn't hurt it. A little strip around the bottom is a good idea if that bothers you. Okay, so I'm going to tear the sticky strip off. Patiently. There it goes. And I'm going to line my pieces together just like this. Make sure my folds are crisp. And then I'm going to just put one side of the box over the other and press that down. And you will do that on all four sides until you have a tube. And it will be your box on all four sides. Now here's the cute part. I think it's pretty tricky. Good idea. You're going to make a box bottom. And the box bottom begins with a 2 7/8 inch square of cardstock. And I went ahead and snipped it at each corner once on each side here. And then all I needed to do was glue those sides together, fold them and glue them together to make the box bottom. The very cool thing is that this box bottom is really just to add some stability to your Lumiere or your box. It slides down inside. You kind of slide it down inside once you've finished it. And then you take the flaps from the bottom, put a little adhesive or a little sticky strip on each of those, and these flaps that you did not, I'm hiding one. These flaps that you did not trim will fold on over and then keep your box together. So decorate as desired. Add one of these little electronic lights, little light bulbs, and there you have either a cute place marker, a cute gift or decoration. I made it a little extra spooky spider with the googly eyes. I love the googly eyes, don't you? And you can change these for any theme. My first Lumiere actually began as a big box like this, and I thought, now what could you do with that? And I didn't really want to put a box with goodies in it for this project. I wanted something a little different, so I got the idea of a Lumiere, and my first Lumiere was a Christmas one. And these are awfully small, so you have to keep whatever papers or decorations you use on the small print side, delicate side, but that's my Christmas Lumiere. And I just think these would make wonderful gifts or decorations for your home. So I hope you've enjoyed the project today. Thanks so much for coming by. I hope you'll come see me. I'm Cindy at Stamps, Paper, and Ink. Have a great day.